Hey guys, Dr. Cunningham here. Today I want to talk to you about a new trend that I'm seeing with our kids and how they're getting cavities in a way that maybe I wasn't paying attention to, or it's just more prevalent right now in the day and age that we live in. Pandemic times, things have changed. So first I want to talk to you about how you get cavities in the first place. Most people know that sugar causes cavities, but they don't understand how it causes cavities. So the most important thing whenever you're talking about sugar is not how much you're having, but how frequently you have it. So I say it literally every single day. If you have a 2 liter of Coke, for example, and you just drank it all at once, it's not that bad for your teeth. If you take just a 12-ounce can and you sip on it for a couple of hours, that's horrible for your teeth. Okay, the reason why is that sugar is going to damage your teeth for about 10 to 15 minutes after you take that sugar in, and that's it. So every time you have a sip or a bite of something with sugar in it, imagine starting a stopwatch, and it's going to damage your teeth for 10 or 15 minutes. So that's why sipping on things is so much worse for you than drinking them with a meal, for example, or eating candy. Usually kids are going to eat candy pretty quick. They don't just snack on candy usually. But adults, especially in Kentucky, we have a tendency to sip on our sweet tea and our sun drop and those things throughout the day. So that's why you get cavities, and you can get them pretty bad even if you brush and floss. Obviously, brushing and flossing is very important, and we recommend that you brush and floss, but all the brushing and flossing in the world isn't going to fix a sugar habit problem. So if you sip on something with sugar all day long, it doesn't matter how good a job you do brushing, you're still going to get cavities. So that brings me to what I'm seeing, what the new trend is that I'm seeing in kids specifically, and that is vitamins. And so I think that it has something to do with the pandemic and parents trying to do the right thing and to get their kids to take vitamins. Kids a lot of times aren't going to take a pill vitamin, so they're taking a chewy vitamin. So a chewy vitamin is essentially just candy. It's high fructose corn syrup. And what I'm seeing is parents giving it to them before they go to bed, after they've brushed their teeth, or as they're leaving for school after they've brushed their teeth. And that gummy candy is so hard to get out of your teeth, and it just sits there. And so if you could imagine that whenever you take that gummy, it's going to damage your teeth for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, that's after it's gone. If it's sitting in their mouth and it's stuck in the little crevices of their teeth and it's sitting there all night long, it's going to continue to damage their teeth all night long. And so we're seeing much more of that, and I think that it has something to do with trying to keep your kids healthy, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you got to find a different way of doing it. We're seeing it with antihistamines too. Practically everything that you give your kid that's a medicine, because it's going to taste bad, and you got to get your kid to take it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you got to figure out a better way of doing it. So what is that better way? So if you're going to do it, and you're going to give them a gummy right before they go to bed, for example, my suggestion is a stick of sugar-free chewing gum to get that out of their teeth. And I mean, you can brush and brush and brush, and it's nearly impossible to get all that gummy out of there, especially with the kids moving around, And so sugar-free chewing gum, they like it. It tastes good, and it gets all of that sugar out of the tops of their teeth. Then brush their teeth, and then send them to school or to bed. So that's what I recommend. I also recommend an electric toothbrush. My favorite is the Oral-B. It's just a battery-powered one. I like the ones that are rechargeable, but I'm not a real big fan of spending $100 on a toothbrush for my kids. They're going to leave it at grandparents' house or misplace it. Happens all the time. So I recommend the one from CVS or Walgreens. I think it's about $17, Oral-B, and you can change the heads out of it too. So if they get sick, they get strep throat, just throw that head away, replace the head. And it's a lot cheaper than buying the Superman one or whatever that's $12, and you got to throw the whole thing away. So that's what I recommend with that. So if you have any other questions, Love to hear it. I hope that that's helpful. And if we can do anything for you, let us know. Thanks.